G'day, welcome back, movers and shakers. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, you know the drill. This is the Hard Rubbish Rig 2.0, the harder rubbish rig. So as you can see, I described earlier to anyone that's been watching, I was going to watch the new build, making a rig for nothing, using hard rubbish, people's trash. I throw it away, I save it up. People throw away all the broken Logitech stuff, so I stock it up. And I'll show you a few things on how to make them better. Like here's a unit that I'm putting in this one with better wiring. So while we're here, I'll just describe. You take this open and you got a main gears and a different one that was in there. Sits in there like that. That gear there, see how big it is there? That tops out, bottom hit the front of the casing. So for this one in here, I shaved that whole rim off there, around the rim, so it was flush. So that it can't, the front here was all taken back, what's that, 2 mil, couple of mil, and that way it won't toss out. These bearings come from factory shit, so you open those up, they put shit grease, look, it won't even spin. Alright, that's a new one pretty much. Oh, someone's rig won't spin. Those in there are like skateboard bearings by the time I'd finish with them. They were just free spinning, just wicked, just free spinning. So you do that, then what you do is everyone has trouble with them dropping out, all the calibration bullshit everyone talks about. Just here, that's the Hall effect sensor. See, I put those little white spaces in there, 0.5s. That's what I reckon they've missed on the drawings in the engineer's drawings, I reckon, because what you do is you clean the magnet on the back there, on the back of the shaft. You can almost see it in under there, and the magnet reads here, but it's too short from factory. So anytime there's a bump in the shaft here, it drops out of calibration. But if you bring that back 0.5, never drops out, never has a problem. It's accurate as fuck. I reckon they've just forgotten to allow 0.5 from the factory, so I've just put little plastic white washers in there, and that fixes them all. So that's a fix for if anyone's got a flashing light in one of those little, you know, the light that flashes. Then all I do is I rewire, okay, the cords go into the circuit board, so they're real nice and long, so I can put on any steering wheel and the wire will drop right out the back. So that's where I put the holes there, so I can drop the wire through. And then this thing will just look this even. I can even just turn that so easily like that. And that'll just spin wicked. Boom, boom, boom. And then just wire it onto, you know, your steering wheel. I've got these nice big momentary switches that'll on each side, push to torque. That'll sit under some lever, so you won't see it. So yeah, I'm about to build it. But like I said, you just grab everyone's old shit they throw away, the Logitech stuff, and there's ways to fix them, make them even better than factory. Here, for instance, on the back of the pedals, shipload of pedals everywhere. This one here I'm going to use. You can see here I was just testing to see if it works, which it did, so I just taped on. But I've put the rumble packs out of the controllers on the pedals, and they'll talk to the Arduino board, and they'll be like doing brake effects, you know, rumble effects. For my shifter, I've got my big gate hinges that I'll use with springs, with scooter handle there, and that'll I made a nice real nice mechanism here on a bolt that I've made. It almost takes 2 hands because it's really there. So they'll go one way, bang, bang, the other way, bang, bang. Really nice mechanism that'll go on. So there's a gear selector, so it'll feel nice and authentic. so that's really well sprung. That's just a rebound spring there, but as you can see here, if I engage it, it's my gut. Takes a fair bit of force from there. So that'll go in. But yeah, so I've just show you from the very start. You get a couch, the old couches, hard rubbish. You just strip them, de-upholster them. That's the backrest. I'll put a steel plate against there for the steering wheel. You just get the old office chairs that people get, like fake race chairs, and you rip the casters and the pole and the wheels and all everything off it. And then you put it up where you want to put the pads and the best bits, and then just use some fake velour, which is like, like $10 for like a few meters, cheap as chips. And I just use a not really good spray glue. So you just upholster it how you want. That's another one I'm about to do. So real easy, and that's one piece, so it's nice. There's no seams, no stitching. I just take my time, do one piece. Then I'll put my rumble packs in the back of it. Or the base shakers. Now the idea is, I suppose I'm going to pick that up now. I'll line this up properly when I do it right. I'll drop that in somewhat like this. And I'll end up rock solid. These things are rock solid. While you do it like this, you can do them for cheap as chips. So that just sit in there nicely. Once I've got that all set solid, I'll put the the plate on, something like this. I'll have a look now. Solder and stuff. So yeah, you just collect what you see, and one day you're going to need it. But a bit of a hoarder. Everything I use. So there's a plate that fits for it. I've already fitted up for it. You can actually see where it fits. So that I can, before I put this on, now or today, start upholstering it all, I can measure correctly, sit in it, get the right arm distance. I think that's going to have to be on a riser. I think that's going to have to go up, I imagine, like that. But we'll see. And I'll get in there. Oh. And I'll measure it up. Rock solid. So yeah, and then that'll sit on speakers. This whole unit will sit on the speakers. There it is. Pedals will actually sit on the subwoofers. So that was the base there, the subwoofer I used last time, the speakers I used. So the long speakers will be, they sit underneath each side. Subwoofer is for the pedals. And then usually you can put one under the seat. In this case I will be using a much better sound system. I'm using a full Mateki Sony sound system. We'll go have a quick look at that. I'm popping that on there. Then I'll do some extra wiring so I can change dashes and steering wheels from Porsche to say Mazda real quick. Put in the fake nets, bit of a roll bar there, roll cage, gear shifters in. So I'll do most of that all in one night. I'll go a bit bananas. And for those who are sort of just new to this channel, this is how to do it for nothing. People spend a lot of money getting these rigs right, and aesthetically they just don't feel like it. Mine are immersive. You feel and you see and you smell and you just feel like you're in a race car, compared to just having 3 screens in front of you. Use a projector. I'm trying to annoy the girls now. Oh, I hope I don't. Sorry about the mess, but I'll show you the sound system I'll use. I've been testing, so as you can see I'm making a mess, but at least when I build these things from scratch I sort of know how to fix them quick too, so mess is easy cleaned once I put the unit together. Making some cupcakes. Oh shit! Movers and shakers. Fucking up here. What about me cake? Little mini cake. How about that? Good time. That's a shit show. Look at that, movers and shakers. That's how I do things. Look at that for a cake. That's a shocker. Ooh. But there we go. Saved it. Oh, made a mess. There you go. So more of a mess. This is what I'm putting in the hole. It's got some side speakers and everything, but I'm putting in all this. That'll all go into it. I use the projector for the screen. So nice. I'm going to put a fisheye lens on it, so I get a nice thing on it. But there's the Muteki I got given to me for free. Twin active subwoofers, so one will go under the pedals, one will go under the seat. The thing will sit on the towers. Front speaker will be at the front of the room. Back speakers will be at the back where they belong. So yeah, if you want to see more, the drill, like, subscribe, and welcome back to the shit show. I'll put her together. Most of it this afternoon, and show you what I mean. So I suppose next step is I'm just got these little connectors that I'm sort of wiring up onto wires. The idea being the ones they give you that are this long goes from PCP or from from the board. The board sits here, goes from there to there. That's it. That's all they give you. It's like this long. Now mine is that long, and there's the actual inside of the steering wheel. That will go. It'll be won't even be in the unit. That'll be out of the unit. But the steering wheel cord, I'm actually using a separate one. So I'll be using this braided, nice little cord. That'll go right through the guts of it and into another PCB completely, another one. So not even the one that comes, I'll be using a joystick one, so I think it's totally separate buttons. So I've got super amount of buttons. I've got thousands of fucking buttons I can use. And then the Boss kit, so there's a Boss kit there that comes off the steering wheel, that the steering wheel goes onto. I just use like plastic and shit like that. That's just molded plastic, all of it, and a fucking lid. To change the Boss kit pattern, that's one hub, so that'll go on the BMW one, 'cause it's big. This one will be on the Formula wheel. This one here, I'm still in the process of forming. As you can see, just treat the shit like plastic, like the molded plastic, the milk piece, what are they called? Oh, now it's testing me. What's the PHDTP maybe? 2. So the plastic, I think that's right. You melt and you just melt it how you want it. I'm going to sand that straight back. That'll go on to this, which is the Boss pattern, snapped off Boss pattern for the OMP rim. Yeah, so I'll just do that. Well, we've got a bit to do, but you'll be surprised, when you pay nothing, you put a little bit of fun and love into it, and this thing will be so super immersive and feel so fucking good with all the vibrations and everything that I'll get from all the sound hook like built into it, and the vision. Yeah, fuck paying a shitload of money when you get these old Logitech or Logispec fucking things and just butcher them. Just that's what I did. I don't know what the fuck I had. I have an air wind system going in. So that's actually next step almost pretty much, because that's going to have to be boxed in with a universal, say, throttle body, or what do you call it, a vent, so that any dash I Velcro on, say if I'm going to make a replica BMW, or say we'll say Porsche. I love Porsche. 911 dash. I can Velcro, boop, stick that on with all the electronics in it. One clip for electronics, and then the vent will automatically line up the duct with the fan that's hooked to the game, so the game wind speed. So if I want. But yeah, say because some of them are different. Like the 911 Cup car, I think, has got one here, but then the 933 Porsche's got, I think, 2 here. So that'll have to be a universal wind machine here, so that any dash I put on is going to have the ducting for that vent, so it looks authentic. Same with the wheel, and have to match the wheels. But the point will be just to be able to go bang, stick it on. Maybe a clip or Velcro, whatever. Quick change up. I think that's about it. I'm going to make some base shakers. That's easy. I've already made one here out of it. It was a Sony. It's a Sony. I'm using Sony. Right, put this one on sale. This one, oh Jesus, magnetised for everything. Bear with me, moves and shakers. So that bolt is not meant to be there, but it's a good example of what will be there. Let's magnetise it to this pump. So basically, yeah, I'll get some of the resin, 2-back resin. Oh, before I forget, check this shit out of SimRig, so I don't like paying for shit. Mrs. was getting heaps of shit. So bonus, I just got some cheap roll-on carbon fibre matte roll of contact, or we call it vinyl. But look how much there is, fuckload. Pretty cool. Anyway, so base shaker that's from the back of the seat. You just get the Sony speakers. I've ripped off the diaphragm or the paper cone, and then I'll resin in, say, a push bolt like that, or piece of thread that'll have a nut on it at the bottom, and then a piece of perspex or a piece of hard wood or plastic bridge over here that's bolted to these, or resin to the outside here. In my case, I'll use clear so you can see it, and then bolt on the positive side, so on the outside of the bridge. So every time this resonates, because there's the, what do you call that, modulates the thingamajigama, that'll make the vibrations in there, the oscillations, and that'll hit the bridge here, and essentially that's what they call a butt kicker. That'll be bolted into the back of the seat here, and you'll sure as hell feel a fair bit through that. That'll go through a separate amp completely. And the Muteki one is the idea, because that's perfect. I'm having that perfectly. I've got a microphone for the full Muteki system, so that I can do a frequency test, band test, and we can play with the speakers amazingly to get everything just fucking juicy. So everything will be really nice sounding and feeling. Just to fool your brain. I mean, a lot of it's aesthetics, sitting in these cockpits that people buy or put together. It's, a bit of a space frame, what do you call it, extruded, aluminium. To me, it's like, it just doesn't feel real. We're looking at some bezels in some screens, and if you look at kick-ass rigs like Will from Boosted Media, or look at Race Beyond Matter. He's got the duck's guts. He knows how it's done. But apart from people like that, and again, you don't see his naked frame. It's like he's got it right. So you always see what you see, but it's how you fool your brain. So 3 to put together, moves and shakers. If you want to see more, like, subscribe. These are gold. Because obviously, well, you can have your manual H pattern, but you can turn them into sequentials. You can just use them as button selectors, shifters. Here's one I rigged up for another one, and it's like they're just good to use. It's good to have what people throw away because they don't work, because they sort of do work and nothing's broken really, unless the motherboard's fried or something, or a circuit board, a PCB board, but that you can just even fix, I mean, really. But these pedals are good too, because like that spring there and that you know, that's a really good, say, hydraulic or handbrake for a rally car. So, you know, I'll even rig one of those up. So it's really just a stick off that, and you know, that's your handbrake. So they're good. Nothing much else I can think of. So yeah, this is a good way to do it. Spend fuck all. I might pop a fan, because fans are good in the unit itself. Little 5-volt thing. Keep the motors cool. If you really want, you can go pretty bananas. I was even thinking about heat sinking it. Some little heat sinks or something like that. Nice little oil cooled heat sink there for light. Something like that. But yeah, I'm going to build the dashes separate with their own electronics in them. So I just literally just do one alligator, or one of those little type, or actually one of these. Where are they? I've got one ready. So I'm about to put it together. Here we go. These are the ones off the computers, but they're great little 4-prong clips. You know, and really solid, really reliable. So I've got these. I've got a bunch of those. I'll use this one here for the dashes. So every time you just stick on big Velcro strap, every time say you stick on say a Porsche or a BMW or you know, whatever dash you've got, you just literally stick it on, change the steering wheel over, seat patch if you want, so if you want to look really fucking shit up. And this is so interesting to try and do with the camera one-handed. I'm going to go to the opposite way to the left, so you know it's the right way. There we go. Got no hope of doing this, have I? So this is half an hour of me trying to put a clip together. Anyway, so I'll Velcro the dash on, and all you have to do is just go pop, connect that, and you'll be wired with full electronics on your dash and all that. Yeah, let's get this shit going.